To all my friends and family on Facebook and in whichever country you might be living, I would like to say something about this young Adrianna Younge who died recently. First, let me offer condolences to the parents. It is not an easy thing. It will never ever be easy for any parent who loses a child. But it has happened and this family is in mourning. I avoided saying anything because it's highly emotional, it's highly sensitive. But from what has been happening, I will feel that I am literally lying in a corner doing nothing, and it's not right. What I have to say may not be to the pleasing of a lot of you, but I'm hoping that you can at least understand. Don't look at me as a troublemaker or as anything else. Right now, this is a serious matter. First of all, the forensic audit that was done by 3 doctors who probably might have made their first trip to Guyana. Bottom line is they were independent doctors, medical professionals who had no connection to Guyana. They came here. Now, the parents, the father has accepted the findings, which simply said that the girl, this young child, died by drowning. There was no sign of violence. There was no sign of her body being tampered with by way of being raped or anything. And so that has cleared anybody from any degree of violence that may have been inflicted on the child, if at all any. Now, what are some of the questions that still need to be answered? Why was this child at the hotel? If she was there with a relative, I understand the grandmother might have been there. Where was the grandmother? Why was she in the pool alone? And while we're on that matter, let me say this to all of you. It's only in the movies you see a body being thrown in the water, whether it's killed or the body is shot and falls into the water, that the body floats. A body thrown in water will go down to the bottom. It will be hours, maybe a day, 12 to 15, maybe a full 24 hours before the body floats again. My friends, it is not magic. I can't understand, and I don't have the time to look for the science behind why the body goes down and then floats up. What we saw, people checked the pool, as they said. Was the pool deep enough at the deep end? Was it clear enough for you to see to the bottom of the pool? Did anyone go into the pool to search the pool? The body might have been there and then floated up hours later. When I say hours later, after the search, it might have been there for a longer period than that, and then the body floated up. Now, if the body was not in the pool and it was thoroughly searched, that body definitely would have been frozen. Because if you throw ice in a glass of water, it floats to the top. If the body was frozen and it's thrown in the pool after the search was done, then surfaced and body floated, it had to have been frozen. These are questions that must be answered to have this matter resolved. Then, why did the police say that the child went into some vehicle with some relative, and then they claim it was false? That is where now I will blame the police. But when you blame the police, which police will you blame? The opposition leader, and this man, I don't know, he should give it up. I would suggest Roysdale Ford as leader of the opposition. He will make a fantastic leader in my view. Norton was blaming and calling on the commissioner of police, the commander of the police, to resign. They're blaming the government. My friends, the commissioner might have been doing other things that are very, very important too. He didn't know what was happening there. And you're blaming the commissioner of police. The police did what they did. Check them out. Have them answer. Like the one who killed that young boy, chased him down and shot him in Linden. That man should be literally put on ice right away, that police. No, you can't blame the commissioner of police for that incident or this one here. You're blaming the government. Do you know, and I'm wondering how many of us will understand that President Irfan Ali went to the home or went to meet with the parents of this child. The forensic auditors or doctors who came in, the parent couldn't afford to pay them. That was a bill that the government of Guyana foot. The government paid for that to happen, and in record time also. Today and then tomorrow, the doctors in the country. And you are blaming the president. Norton is saying, oh, the government should be... What is wrong with this man? I think President Ali should be commended. When we talk of government, we were definitely looking at the president as head of government. It was the government that paid for these doctors to come in and do the forensic audit, post-mortem, sorry. Now, why are you blaming the president? Why are you blaming the commissioner of police? My friends, these are things that people do at random. And then what do you have? How are they protesting? Why are they protesting? These are hooligans. These are vandals. These are thieves. These are low-life people who just go inside there, and police see them fetching away boxes of liquor and beds from the hotel that was on fire. Then they go out and they rob stores, Chinese stores. What did the Chinese man do to you? What did the busload of children and their parents and teachers do? You go and throw acid on them. So what? You fight fire with fire? Who caused the death of the child? The forensic audit is clear. I keep saying forensic audit. It can be the same thing. The post-mortem was done, and it was clear that the child died by drowning. No mark of violence. The child was not sexually molested. That is not a Guyanese finding. These are 3 doctors from foreign countries who came in to do this forensic examination. Let us live, understand. Let us learn to abide by rules and regulations. And those bandits, those low-life creatures who are robbing stores, they don't even know the child. They don't want to feel sorry for the child. They want to have more opportunities to go and pillage, rob, and vandalize. These are the hooligans in society. You think they have any right to do that? You think they're representing anything or anybody? My friends, it's a terrible situation. I wouldn't say it's a simple thing. And for the parents, to lose a child is not ever going to be easy. They are grieving. Are you going to help them to at least put their child to rest? Or are you going to continue to burn and pillage in the name of the child? In the name of sympathizing, in the name of protesting? That type of vandalism should stop now. Or, y'all must not be angry if the police put some of them behind bars for a long time. Because that is what they deserve. And, you listen to people before the post-mortem was done. So many of us voiced our opinions. I said nothing because there was nothing to say. Wait until you have facts. We heard one of these socials, what do you call them? Facebook, YouTube commentator representing Guyanese in New York. She said that the people were right to do what they did at Tushan. She is just a fool. She's just a fool. Nobody knew anything at that time. My question, and I will leave you with these questions one more time, I will say them. Why was this child alone at the hotel? Why was the child alone in the pool? If the child was in the pool for a period of time and then drowned. Where was the grandmother or the mother and father of this child when this child was not at home? These are questions that can help us find answers and perhaps come to grips with what actually happened. And so, my friends, I will leave you with these thoughts. But again, Aubrey Norton, don't go blame the commissioner of police and the president. The government of Guyana did everything possible and went way above, way above. The president took time to then explain after the postmortem was done what took place. He didn't say that they paid, that the government paid for the forensic pathologists to come in. But you know that it was the government that paid for them. Again, I will leave you with these thoughts. And please, some of you, I listened to a brilliant, and I'm saying a brilliant, a guy, I think he's in New York. He was driving in his car and he made some comments. Not just comments, he offered suggestions. And he, like I said, in a comment, I don't know if it, I'm not sure about these things. So I made a comment and said, this man should come to Guyana and be a Minister of Social Protection because he has the right attitude, the brain, and he is a clean individual. I thank you very much.